It's that time again. I just received this huge package. Noise. This is from ColourPop, and it's one of their latest collections, because I feel like they started doing a lot again recently. This is the After Hours Collection. I almost did not remember the name, and it just got to me. I ordered via international shipping, so it took a bit of time, but it's finally here and I cannot wait to try this on. So if you are interested in seeing first time impressions of this collection, if you were thinking about getting something, I have everything from the collection so that you can judge, see swatches, and we can chit chat about this new makeup collection. And if you're interested in more of these reviews, first impressions, makeup content, remember that you can subscribe. It's free and you will just have more makeup content on your feed, which is always great in my opinion. But let's start unwrapping. I didn't even check if everything is here. I just pressed record. I love how ColourPop uses these small bubble wrap thingies to protect their products. I feel like not every international shipment is done right. I usually also keep these for traveling. I feel like it's a great way to ensure that my makeup doesn't get broken while traveling. So this collection features one eyeshadow palette, which inspired the name of the collection. Then we have 3 shadow sticks. I love the packaging here. It's very, I don't know, taupe. Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? Then we have 2 blushes and 3 Power Pout transfer-proof 8-hour lipsticks. These are a new formula from ColourPop. I've never tried it. I usually love ColourPop lip products. I feel like they're very good quality for how much you're paying. So I hope that these are as transfer proof as they claim, because if so, this will be very handy like during Christmas and dinners and stuff like that. Let's start with the main piece, shall we? Let's open the eyeshadow palette. So what got me about this collection, apart from the fact that there are very nice fall tones in it, is also that it seems like we have some duochromy, super interesting shades. My palette did not really, it looks a bit weird. It looks like something clouded. You can see there are marks here. This is a tiny bit shattered, and this shade is looking weird, almost as if it was touched, but I don't know, it's weird because no other shade has that, so not really sure what's going on. Must have been some issues during the production. There are some glitters here, so I can see 1, 2, 3 shades. These 1, 2, and 3 shades seem like they have the glitter that you normally expect in K-beauty eyeshadow palettes. Let's do some swatches. This is very soft. The formula is very soft on these. So we have Let's Party, which is the glitter. Then we have Saturday Night, an all over taupey shade. It's the same shade as my hand. Then we have Hot Sunset. Yeah, this is one of the most interesting shades. You definitely cannot see that. It is like green and mauve. So it has some green and mauve reflex. It's not very sparkly. It's more like a satin formulation. And then we have Glamorous, which is the one that was almost crumbling on me. I think I need to swatch this again. This is a cool toned pink. Sleeping Out, which is a proper like mauvey taupe shade. Till Dawn is another glittery shade. This is a pink with gold and seems like greenish, lime green reflexes. Then we have Just Dance, a taupey mauvey brown, and Worst Behavior. Oh, this is a nice shade. This is like a mauve bronze. Interesting. Slinky Dress is another one of those glitter shades, and this is definitely duochromatic. It has like, you cannot really see it, but we have some green glitter. It's not all throughout the formula, at least not in this swatch. It's like I have to tap it to make it look nice and cohesive. Then we have Non-Stop, which is a burgundy with tiny specks of gold glitter. We have Eyes on Me. It's a satin, well, shimmery burgundy. These shades are very crumbly, so I'm making a mess on my desk. And Off the Clock, it's a gray, a dark gray. I really like this shade, Slinky Dress. You see it's burgundy, but to me it is green. It's one of those like scarab inspired shades, it seems like, but the green comes from the glitter and not the eyeshadow formula itself. Then we have Up Late, which looks like a dark gray shimmer whiskey, which you could guess a brown whiskey shade. Then we have Sitting Pretty, which is a matte burgundy. Ooh, this gets very dark in the last two rows. And then Gem, which is a super... I'm gonna get my light blue sweater. Very messy. This is Gem, a charcoal gray, basically. We have two very different type of rows. We have a more wearable one and a more like dark and sultry row, which makes perfect sense considering that this is the After Hours collection. I still don't know how I feel about these glitters because you probably will need an eyeshadow primer for these. I'm not big on eyeshadow primers. So let's get right into the eyeshadow. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer for this. This isn't properly a glitter primer, so we shall see if these stay on, even with just this type of primer. What type of look should I do? Actually, I was forgetting. I also want to use these shadow sticks. So let's do this. I will do one eye with the eyeshadow palette and the other eye with the eyeshadow sticks. Let's start with the eyeshadow palette. I will use the shade Stepping Out, which is this one here. And it's like a mauvey taupey shade. These have a lot of fallout. There's a big chunk of powder that just got kicked up by my brush there. And these taupey shades are usually, I think, they tend to look very patchy if not done well, so we shall see. For now, this Stepping Out shade looks pretty. I will also help its blend by using that pale light pink, this one here, Glamorous. So we'll just tap into this and help blend the edges. It does show up as a light pink on my skin tone, but if you are any darker than me, it will just look like a super light cream eyeshadow. I will go back into Stepping Out just to bring back that taupe color. Shall we go into the burgundies? I feel like if there's a burgundy, I have to try it. All right, I mean, let's do it. The other eye will look more natural. I will go into Sitting Pretty, which is this burgundy here, and I will use this in my other corner. Ooh. So the issue with some burgundy shades is that they look brown on the eyes because they are actually just brown pigment mixed with some red. This is looking nice. It does end up looking more purple than burgundy, but I think it is because of the other shades I put under. You can see how purple that looks. And just going over the edges to help blend everything. And if needed, remember, you can always go into your transition shades to smooth everything. For my lid, I want to use one of the shimmers, like the glittery ones. With this look, I feel like I have to try Till Dawn, which is the pink gold one. I'm not sure I understand the choice from ColourPop to make these duochrome shades duochrome because of the glitter and not the pigment itself, but they do look nice. I just know that not a lot of people love glitter in their eyeshadow. I don't mind it. Yeah, this is super pretty. And it's also bringing out some like red glitter. This is definitely a sultry palette. Like, you can go all the way to smoky and dark edgy with this. I will do my lower lash line basically using the same shades I used on my upper lid. Is upper lid a thing? On my lid, there's no other lid, I think. Yes, this burgundy is definitely looking more red here because I did not use that pale pink to blend the transition shade. So it might be that pale pink that messed up. Let me try with this brush. Ooh, yeah. Do you see that? It's burgundy again. You get a love color theory. So the glitters are as expected on my foundation. So I probably would do eyes before foundation if you're planning to use these type of shades. I want to do an eyeliner using this charcoal shade here. Gem. It's not gem, it's 3 AM. I cannot read. With these lights, I cannot see. This 3 AM shade, which makes more sense because gem is definitely not charcoal. And I'm gonna draw a smoky liner. I'm very much into smoky liners these days. First of all, they are easier to do because you don't really have to worry about messing up with your eyeliner pen. Then I think they do look more natural. I think a stark eyeliner line is like, yeah, I'm wearing eyeliner and you're gonna notice. But if you have like a smoked out liner, does she have normally a cat eye? Or is she naturally pretty? Nobody would think that, but still it leaves you guessing, like, is that eyeliner? Or is that their natural shadow? Yeah, no, I know nobody actually thinks that it's natural, but let me stay here in my dream world. Just blending it a bit so that it's not so stark as a line. And this is this first look done. I know I did not use a lot of shades. Can we actually add something? Yes, I will add this sparkly, glittery Let's Party shade here. Let's put it in the inner corners. And this will make the look a bit brighter. Well, not that this glitter isn't glittering on the lid, but more glitter is always more glitter. I like this. Now, is this my typical makeup look while going out? Definitely not. I feel like there was a time where it was. It's not now, but some part of me, even though I love neutral makeup look, some part of me still craves for these shades, and this palette, it's the spot. We're now going over to these shadow sticks. So we have 3. I'm not gonna lie, these 6 are what really got me from this collection. I don't know why. I think it's because these 3 are basically an eye look, and you can throw these in your bag and you would be able to make a super quick eyeshadow look. So we're gonna test that out. Let's swatch them. We have On My Way, but it's written OMW. Ooh, I love this shade. Yes, give me the pink taupes. Then we have Next Spot, which is a metallic eyeshadow sticks. I don't know. So this is a mauve with some silver flecks and some mauve flecks. Another metallic, Out at Midnight, and this is a charcoal with silver flecks. So as you can see, as I have outlined them here, you can do a full look. We start with the shade On My Way. I'm gonna put this all over my lid and I'm gonna use it as a transition. This is basically the base of our look. And we're gonna blend. This was super easy to blend. I'm done with the blending. She says that she does more, but this is just like professional deformity. Do you say that in English? We say that in Italian. So I'm sorry. I hope it's not offensive. But yeah, I mean, as a professional makeup artist, I tend to blend a lot. I like blending. I'm adding a bit more to make it more full coverage, but this blends in very nicely with my skin tone. I'm also using this on my lower lash line to contour the eyes a bit. I'm gonna use the metallic Next Spot. So my only issue with this is that this is definitely darker than the transition. So actually, well, it's not that deeper, but it is still deeper. And as an eyeshadow stick, this is not gonna be one of those super sparkly shades. I don't think you can do those. I mean, eyeshadow sticks are not known for being super shiny. And this is more gray in it. It did darken my lid. I'm not sure about this one because I can see the sparkles, but I don't know. I don't think it's adding anything. I don't think it's a must-have. I think you can just, the first shade was good enough, you know? And then I'm gonna use the charcoal. I'm gonna use it as an eyeliner, so I'm not gonna go directly on the eyes because this is like a rounded tip. It will make a mess. I'm gonna pick up my angle brush and going over the product like this, and I'm gonna use it as an eyeliner. I wonder if this is gonna crease. This is a very soft color, so I would say on the eyes it's more like a proper gray. It's not as deep as this powder one I used from the palette. Let me see if I can intensify it by going over it again, but I don't think so. I can also see some of the sparkle, but it's not disturbing to me. Like, I can see some shiny silver specks. Here's some scratching. It's my cat. She's basically scratching at the door, but I won't let her in because she will start being a little goblin. It doesn't really build up in color depth, so we'll leave it at that. I'm gonna put on my mascara and we'll go over to blush and lips. All right, so these are the eyes, and I must say with mascara on, I like them both, but I think I'm reevaluating this with this shadow stick one because it looks soft, but it has something interesting. What I would normally do is pick up like a glitter stick or a super shimmery shade like the Diamond Bomb from Fenty and just go over it a bit to give that sparkle, scattered sparkle effect, but also like this, I think it's completely fine. I would just say out of the three, the metallic mauve one, it doesn't wow me, but I can see why it's in this look. I can see its purpose, I see the vision. We have two cream blushes. I've never tried this formula from ColourPop. I always tried their powder blushes and I love their powder blushes. Like, I have one of those like heart-shaped blushes. It's my favorite blush ever, I think. We have two shades. The first one is obviously ooh, this is actually deeper than I thought. Obviously, and then we have A-lister. These both look intense. Obviously and A-lister. Let's swatch them. So the formula feels very like waxy. This is A-lister. I feel like this is the more warm leaning shade. And then we have obviously, which is, so the formula is very interesting. Let me finish describing the shade. This is like a berry toned blush on me. And this is interesting because it starts as a slippery formula, cream formula, but it's now fully a powder. So this will set. If you don't like blushes that don't set as creams, this might be a good option for you. Should I do one and one? All right, let's do both. One cheek and one cheek. Well, let's start with the shade A-lister. Don't know if this blush is good enough. It seems like it's not picking it up. So this, here. Yeah, this brush is shedding. Flower Nose, what are you doing? My cat is having the time of her life, just messing with my door. I don't know. Seems like she's having fun. So this blush does have some mauve in it. What do we think? I hate when I go here with my blush. I just clean it up with my sponge with some foundation on it. This is very natural. I mean, is this natural or is this the right amount of blush? I feel like we have been a bit blindsided. Let me try with another blush if I can puck this up more, because I think like I can, but it's just the brush that is not letting me. It's going on better with this, but I would still say that you can build this up. You can start very sheer, which is a good thing. So this was A-lister. I'm gonna Then I'm gonna clean my brush using the same one, just using the Sigma switch. And I'm going into Obviously, which is the more berry one. Let's see if this is more pigmented or if it's just the formula. It's very soft. Like, see? If I do this, it's super soft. So I think if you like blushes that aren't super pigmented and you like maybe layering them or building them up slowly, this is for you. I feel like it's a bit translucent, so I can see my skin underneath. I can see some of my freckles. I'm wearing a skin tint, so that also helps in making like whatever I have translucent, but it doesn't have a lot of base pigment to it. So I'm not sure how these would show up on a deeper complexion. Comparing them side by side, I feel like this one, A-lister, pulls a bit more brown on me, and this, well, it's a berry. I would say it's not my favorite formulation so far. I don't know, these, like if I had to choose a blush from ColourPop, I would 100% go with their heart-shaped powder ones. Jury is out on these. I will have to try them more. So far, not super impressed. I feel like it's because I cannot really see it. Maybe in camera, it looks a bit more pigmented in camera than it is in real life. But let's get to the lipsticks. They're the Transfer Proof 8-Hour Wear Comfy All Day Power Pout lipsticks. The collection includes 3 shades. So they also have like a standard lineup of these, and these 3 shades were introduced here as fall-inspired lipstick additions. Oh, these are cute. They have like a pretty pale pink. These smell like cookies. Party Hour. Ooh, oh, this is a burgundy, all right. That's super pigmented. So I grabbed the darkest one. Then we have Crush on Me. This is definitely a mid-tone mauve, maybe. Do we have anything lighter? We have Nights Like This. Ooh, oh, I love this shade. So we have a burgundy, a mid-tone mauve, and this one here, Nights Like This, does look like it has more red in it. That's super interesting. I'm actually more drawn to this Nights Like This shade, but I think am I gonna try them on? Let's try them on. Palest is Crush on Me. Let's try that one first. I'm not doing a good job here. This one is Crush on Me. It pulls a bit coral on me. Like, I can definitely see that it has some orange, some peach in it. So how this formula is feeling like, it goes on super creamy and then it starts to dry. So I can understand why they say it's transfer proof. Let's try. Well, it is. That is transfer proof, but that's nice. If it can last during a meal and you like the shades, of course, I think this is a winner, but I would have to test these. Let's try Nights Like This because it's not the darkest one. I feel like that one will be the hardest to take off, so I will just leave that on. This one is the one with a touch more red. So for a bit you have room to play with it, like now, but then it just sets. This is the shade Nights Like This. I like that. Yeah, it can get a bit patchy if you smack your lips. It is getting patchy here, so this is one of those formulas that wanna stay put. Like, don't mess with them. Kiss Test, also transfer proof, but again, oils from your food may change this. They may just stop. They may just make your lipstick disappear. But it's good to know that if you're having a drink, this probably won't go anywhere. And last but not least, we have Party Hour, which is the deep burgundy one. Should I use a liner for this? I feel like I want to give it its best chance. I'm gonna use a liner. I'm gonna use this Sephora collection Dress to the 90s gel lip liner. And this is like a mauvey brown. Help. This is so dark. Okay, guys, I'm not doing the best job at these swatches. My foundation is messed up from the previous swatches. My lip line is red. So I'm adjusting the lip liner just a tiny bit. It's super easy to adjust your liner with these lipsticks because they're not moving, so you're not dragging them away. And this is the shade Party Hour. This is the... Oh, today's not my day. This is the darkest one, so it can get patchy super easily. I feel like here it's a bit darker in the middle and there's no product at the edges. Was that me? Yeah, this requires some playtime. It's super difficult to formulate these lipsticks, these shades, and have them go on not patchy. I think that overall this looks nice. Excuse my application for the 5th time, but I just cannot get it to look good after swatches. And here we have the 2 finished looks, the 2 blushes, which I think more and more are starting to look the same. So far the eyeshadow sticks haven't creased, and now that the sun is going down very quietly in the background, I like this glitter here more and more. I feel like super interesting in this type of low light settings. I also like the lips. I think they are super vampy, super grungy. I just like burgundy. And this was it for the After Hours collection from ColourPop. Overall, I think that this is just another solid collection from ColourPop. I like the palette. You can do a lot with this. I feel like you can truly go from day to night with this palette and you wouldn't need anything else, but you have to like these dark, grungy, vampy shades, which in my opinion are perfect for fall. I like the lipsticks so far. They do feel a bit dry, so if you don't like that feeling, you might not like the lipsticks. I don't mind. I mean, as long as I like the effect, I kinda can get on board with everything. And my favorite one, I would say, is this, but I also like the one previous, which was it, Nights Like This. I don't really love the corally, like super bright pink one, but that's like my preference. For the cream blushes, meh. I would still choose a powder blush over these or other cream blushes. I like the fact that they set to a powder, but I feel like these will disappear like super quickly. And the fact that I cannot get them to be more pigmented, it's not really a pro for me. I like these shadow sticks. I like the fact that they did a complete look with them, and you only need these 3. Ideally, if you aren't a madman like me and you bring your whole makeup case when you're traveling, then these are super handy. I also have another one from them. It's right here. This one, it's a burgundy one. This is the shade Plum Tart. This as an eyeliner, great. But anyways, like this, if you had to only pick 2 of these, I would pick these 2, like the darkest and the lightest. I feel like the mauve shimmery one doesn't really do a lot. That you can do something else with the eyeshadow palette, or you can add like your highlighter on top, whatever. I feel like that's not necessary, but it's nice to have. And this was first impressions for the ColourPop After Hours collection. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. Let me know in the comments what you think about this collection. Have you tried it? Do you find anything interesting in this? And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Have a good one. Bye!